friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little bit different than most of my other videos. First of all, it is sponsored by Cricut, but is, like I said, different than any other Cricut video I've made. When Cricut came up with the teachers campaign, I knew immediately I wanted to join for many reasons. First of all, because I had a teacher in mind that I wanted to include into this campaign, and because overall I think teachers deserve you know, something like this. So let me explain a little bit better what I'm talking about. We had to go and meet up with a teacher and see what kind of help they need, what they need us to do in order to decorate their classroom for the new year. You know, all the teachers are decorating their classroom for new students and for new year. So the reason why I chose this particular teacher is because she left such a huge mark on my son's you know, life, and on us or on all of us. When we moved to this town, we were, you know, completely new. We didn't know anyone, and my son was starting a first grade, and you all know how, you know, hard it is when a kid starts first grade. He was very scared, and this teacher helped him tremendously, not just making him comfortable and, you know, welcome, but also she's a great teacher and such a wonderful person. So she came to my mind right away. And another thing, not just giving back to teachers by redoing their classroom and adding some details to it using Cricut, also Cricut will donate, or actually will give, a Cricut machine and supplies to that teacher, and I'm so excited about that because I'm sure she's gonna use it in a great way, and that's gonna help her with her students. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what I did for her. When I talked to her and asked her what she needs, she said welcome bulletin board is something she definitely needs, then cabin names, behavioral chart names, and also some decor details for the classroom. So I started working on it. First of all, I went to the Cricut design space, and on the new project I typed in a train and I found the caboose, very simple one, and I clicked on that and I sized it to the size that I needed. I actually created a pretty large one, and I needed a larger mat for that. The reason why I'm creating a train is because that's what she wanted. That's something that they're doing this year, full steam ahead, so she wanted to do the train. Over here it's showing how it's going to look like on my 12 by 24 mat, and then after clicking OK, continue, it is taking me to the page with the materials, and I am typing in construction paper. This teacher, her name is Lisa, she decided she wanted to go ahead and do everything with construction paper when it comes to bulletin board, and that's what I did. So I tapped in construction paper and just started making it. So over here I am putting this blue construction paper onto my Cricut mat and just pressing the button, and machine is doing its job. I'm working with a maker, my maker, and I am creating these beautiful pieces. So I'm peeling off as always by pulling the mat off so it doesn't curve. Now I'm going on to the cabooses, and I am showing you over here just quickly how I did it. This one, for example, has 2 pieces. So after doing one and creating it, it's gonna tell you that you need to load a second mat, and that's what I did. So it is pretty simple, you know, just follow the directions, follow instructions on the screen, and it's gonna take you where you should be, and you're gonna create these beautiful pieces. So these two I'm just needed to put together, and then this is the third one with several pieces. So I did the same way, you know, after one mat it goes another and another. I just tell you what to do, and you choose the colors that you want. Now I'm just using a school glue to attach these pieces together, and look how beautiful it looks. All these pieces, they're just gorgeous. You know, imagine kids how happy they will be to see something like this. Okay, so next thing is to create a train tracks. So I went again in a new project in a Cricut design space. I found train tracks that I want, and I am creating them on a large mat as well. Now this one I decided to do with the vinyl. I thought it's going to be, you know, easier, and I'm using black removable vinyl.
and I am just creating 4 of those because, you know, bulletin board is going to be a long one. So now I am weeding off the excess using the weeding tool, and after that I am just putting the transfer tape on. So after creating all these, I put them on the side, and I'm going to take them like that to the classroom to create all that. Now I want to tell you about my new challenge. I am starting to host a new challenge starting this month in August, and it's going to be every other month. It is called Unconventional Materials Craft Challenge, which means whoever wants to participate will have to use materials that are not intended to be for crafting. So it is very, very fun challenge, and I really hope a lot of you will join. Even if you don't have a YouTube channel, you can certainly send me your pictures of your projects, and I'm going to include them in my video. My first co-host will be Dave over at Dave's Written Things, and the open challenge will be August 17 at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I really hope a lot of you will decide to join. Okay, so now let's go ahead to the next thing that I created for the bulletin board, for actually welcome board. It is the school. So I found this picture over there in images on a new project, and as always I just follow the steps, and I'm using the construction paper to create this. I'm starting with the red construction paper, and it's just going to be kind of a frame that I'm gonna start with. After I peeled everything off, this is what I was left with. And the next thing to do will be to measure how large I want the letters to be. I typed in a Cricut Sans, which is the first font, very simple font. I am typing RQE, which is with the school that I'm creating this for, and I'm using my black vinyl. And then after that, I'm just typing in school. And what I'm doing over here, I wanted this to be cut out. So I'm going to just, after sizing this, I am taking the shape. I'm going to shape a rectangle, and I'm putting over it. And then I am marking all this, and then I am slicing it, which means that when I cut it out with a Cricut, it is going to cut out the word school. The letters school, and then over here you can see there's 3 of them. You need to delete 2 of those, so you are left with the one that you want. And just continue with everything else like I always do. Continue with the steps, and then I'm using this yellow construction paper to cut it out, and after I peeled it off, this is what I was left with. Now it is just time to add these. I'm not using a transfer tape because it is a construction paper on the bottom. I don't want it to peel it off, so I'm just using my fingers, and I'm taking off one letter at a time. For the school part, I am just using my school glue, and I'm attaching this, and this is how it looks like. Okay, next I'm measuring how large I want the bushes to be. So as always, I'm starting with a new project. I'm going in the images and finding a bush that I would like, and I am inserting it, and I am sizing to the size that I want, and I duplicated it, and I am creating 2 of those. So you see me over here duplicating it and following the steps, and this is going to be construction paper as well. And after that, I'm just attaching it with a school glue to my school. After all this is done, I am flipping it over and just putting a school glue around the windows, and I'm putting this blue construction paper. This is just a super simple step because I wanted it to make it multi-layers. Nobody will be able to see when we put it on a board how it looks on the back, so I think it looks really cute. And I cut out also with my Cricut machine this mini bell, and that's it. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, I am writing Hollingsworth Express, that's the teacher's last name. So I am cutting it out with my machine also, and I am creating pretty large letters, about 7 inches capital letter and 5 inches smaller, the lowercase, and I am using construction paper. So when I was done with everything, this is what it looks like. This is on my dining room table, and that was before I took it to school. I wanted to make sure everything looks nice. And also another set, which is learning today, leading tomorrow. That is the code that she wanted to put over there. Okay, If you're new to my channel, I want to welcome you. I'm Yelena, stay-at-home mom of two kids that loves crafting on a budget. All kinds of styles, a rustic, farmhouse, modern, and I really hope you will stop by and join my channel. Hope you will like what you see. If you're on Instagram, Pinterest, or Facebook, come and join me and say hi to me. I would love to get to know you. And don't forget to mark your calendars on Tuesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Those are the times I upload. Unless there is something going on, I try to let you know in advance. Okay, guys, I am in school right now. And I thought it's going to be on a wall, but she decided to do something different, which I was totally fine with. But I didn't use a transfer tape. Then for this vinyl, I just went ahead and took it off and used my hands to put it on a board. Then for the train, I am putting it on using the stapler. First, just one, just to make sure everything is in place, and then I'm adding more. And when I added everything that I wanted, I'm going to show you now how this bulletin board looks like. So on the top we have school and learning today, leading tomorrow. I absolutely love that quote. And then there is a train in the middle, and then on the bottom it says Hollingsworth Express. Guys, I am in love with this board. I mean, can you imagine kids coming over there and seeing this as their welcome board? I mean, if I was a kid, I would love it. All these colors and everything looks so pretty, and all thanks to Cricut. There's no way I would be able to cut this out on my own if I didn't have a Cricut machine. Okay, as always, I want to hear what do you guys think. Do you like? Okay, another thing that I created for her was some names. I cut out some names with the vinyl to put on the cubbies. Those are the things she wanted to mark, and these are not really the real names of the kids that's going to be in her class. For security reasons, I just came up with some names. I'm using over here Cricut Sons font, a very simple one, and I'm just following the steps, and my maker is doing its job. Now I'm weeding off the excess, and the next step will be to add transfer tape, and after that that was ready to be taken to the classroom. And after putting it on, this is how it looks like. This is a very simple addition to the cubbies, but for kids it's very important. That way they will learn the letters and they will know which one is their cubby. Super cute. And even if you're homeschooling, all these ideas will be great to add to the classroom. So hopefully you will find them useful. Next thing are these charts, behavioral charts. I really like this idea, so I added the names to these clips. Again, I just added 4 names to show you. I'm going to create I actually created all the real names for the kids that we're going to add later on. So now another thing that I added for her, she loves frogs. So she wanted frog details for the binders and for other things. So I just created several different sizes and styles of frogs that I found in the images in a new project of the Cricut Design Space. And I just multiplied them. The first one you saw over there, and this is the second one. I like this shape, but I just didn't like all the details that I took off. Actually, I deleted those. And this one will be great because I will be able to add names in the middle. So I used all these vinyls that you see over here. She wanted them to be colorful, and that's what I did. So after I cut all them out with my maker, I am, weeding off the excess as always, and I'm just adding a transfer tape. And then after all these cute froggies were done, I'm going to show you in just a second how they all look like. So like I said, I had several different shapes and styles of frogs, so this is how they look like. And I'm going to show you with my kids' names how I'm going to, I just created over here their names as I did earlier, and I'm going to add them to the frog's belly. So using a transfer tape, I just added them, and I mark these frogs with the kids' names, so that way she can use them throughout the classroom or in a binder or wherever she wants to use them. That was one of her ideas, and I love how everything turned out. I really hope you guys like it too, and I'm going to show you in just a second her reaction when she got there to see how I did the bulletin board. So let me show you.
So what have you been doing? Oh my goodness. That is awesome. Now, how did you do all that?
You like it?
I love it. I love it. You did such a great job.
I'm so
Is
glad.
this the Cricut you were telling me about?
Yes, that's the one.
Well,
You'll
this
be
would
able
make
to
my
do all
life
that.
a lot easier.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, you have saved me hours of work.
I'm so glad.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you for being a great teacher.
Oh, thank you. No. Thank you for sending me great kids to work with.
So I really hope you liked this video. I know it is a little bit different than what I usually do, but I thought it was very important to do this type of video, and I enjoyed it a lot. So, and I'm sorry, my background is a little bit different. We're actually away, you know, we're on a camping trip, so I'm filming this in my camper. But anyway, I really hope you liked it, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. I really want this video to, you know, and share it, because I want this video to reach as many, you know, people as possible. I think it's for a good cause. And tell me in the comments what you think. I hope you have a great the rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.